Hawks win! Hawks win! And Marc-Andre Fleury with his 500th win of his career and a 2-1 nothing shutout in Montreal. Yes, your Chicago Blackhawks win in Montreal. 2-0, and Marc-Andre Fleury with the big 500th career win of his NHL career. What a way to do it. Get a shutout in your hometown for your 500th career win, and the Flower did it. This was a big game for your Chicago Blackhawks after coming in after a rough loss to the New York Rangers just a couple nights ago. They come to Montreal. They know history is on the line, and they do it. Marc-Andre Fleury with his 500th career win, and the Hawks get it done. This was a victory by your Chicago Blackhawks, doing it for Flower. They come in and they beat the Flower. It was a great win for your Chicago Blackhawks. Yeah, I'm wearing the Flower jersey today. I had to. I had a feeling history was going to be made today, so I needed to wear the Marc-Andre Fleury jersey today. And, well, they did it. It was great. How are you doing these days? I've been doing fine, Andrew. How are you? But, yeah, your Chicago Blackhawks get the victory in Montreal tonight. This was the game the Hawks needed to win, and they should have won. And they did it. They get the 2-0 victory in Montreal. And Marc-Andre Fleury is the third goalie to reach the 500 goal mark. That is outstanding to say. And, well, it's great to see he got to do it in a Blackhawk jersey. And, yes, I have to respect the fans in Montreal tonight chanting out Fleury, Fleury, Fleury as the seconds wound down for the Hawks getting the shutout, and Montreal fans knew what was happening, and it was great to see in Montreal them chanting the Fleury chant. That was awesome to see. The Hawks get the victory. Marc-Andre Fleury is the 500 win plateau, and it's awesome. This game, frankly, was a little bit of a slow back and forth hockey game. It took the Hawks until the second period, midway through, to get their first goal of the game. And it was an important one for a certain player. But this game was a great game. They go and have to play Toronto our next game. And maybe a historic victory for Marc-Andre Fleury, and this way the Hawks bound together to help win this. Maybe we could see a potential going into Toronto and continue momentum. This was an outstanding performance by your Chicago Blackhawks tonight. It was an outstanding performance by Marc-Andre Fleury. It was an outstanding performance by the defense. They played well. They got the victory. And so let's get to the goals of the game, shall we? This was a low-scoring game. It was a 2-0 victory for your Chicago Blackhawks. And the Hawks took a while to get a goal. They came close in the first period, but couldn't beat Jake Allen. And, well, it took us into the second period, tied 0-0. It's all right, Andrew. Yes, so let's get a trophy for Flower and retire him in style. That would be great. So we go into this game where the Hawks, yeah, their offense has been terrible. It's been that way all season. It's a battle of two teams who have not been scoring well all season. And well, the Hawks get to win this thing 2-0, which is good to see. Power play, the Hawks went 1-for-2, which is shocking because for a long time, our power play has been horrendous. And we get a power play goal, and it's an important goal. The Habs went 0-for-1 on the power play. Okay, Andrew. But there were some important moments in this game where, yeah, the Hawks have not been good at the faceoff dot all season, nor has Montreal. And Montreal outdoes it at the dot by getting 53% of the draws tonight. Taves was probably the only one in the plus 50% range. Taves was good at the dot again. So shots on goal per period. 13-12 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks in the first period, 8-6 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks in the second period, 4-12 in favor for the Montreal Canadiens in the third period. Montreal in that third period was really trying to ruin the parade for Flower tonight. But Flower stood strong and he gets the shutout. Hey, Jack, how are you doing? Total shots on net, 25-30 in favor for Montreal. Let's get to the goals of the game, shall we? In the first period, as I already mentioned, there were no goals scored. The Hawks had a chance. Kane almost had a goal to make it a 1-0 game late in the first period. Jake Allen tried to play the puck. He comes out of the net, plays it. It goes on to Kane's stick with a wide open net, and Allen's paddle saves it. So we see a couple other saves that were important in the first period where Fleury made a few saves and it helped the Hawks prevail. So we go to the second period. And in the second period, the Hawks get a power play. They don't score on it, but we then get our second power play of the game. And this comes later in the period at 13:48 in the second period. Scored by number 19, your captain, Jonathan Toews. His first of this season, and yes, it counts. He gets a goal finally. And it was assisted by number 4, Steph Jones. And number 88, Patrick Kane, to get the Hawks on a power play goal by your captain by sitting up front of the net, redirecting the puck past Jake Allen, and the captain finally gets that goal that's been haunting him all season. Taser has had multiple goals this year taken away due to coach's challenge. And he finally gets that goal that counts for himself tonight, which is awesome to see. He gets on the board, and you could tell he was a little happy in getting that monkey off his back. Maybe really a gorilla off his back. But Taser is on the board. He gets his first goal of the season, and that was awesome to see. And there were no goals after that in the second period. We only have a 2-goal game this game, and we have to go to the third period where we get a goal at the 12-minute marker in the third period. And it was by number 13, Hendrik Borkstrom. His second of the season. A steal in the slot, and he beats Jake Allen to make it a 2-0 win for your Chicago Blackhawks. But that goal was a crucial goal. The Habs were pressuring after the goal happened by Borkstrom, and the Hawks were kind of on their heels and letting the Habs try and get back in this game and tie it up. Well, Marc-Andre Fleury with some big saves led to the Hawks getting this victory for Flowers' 500th career win. It was a great way to win it for your Chicago Blackhawks. It was a great way to win it for Marc-Andre Fleury to make history in the NHL tonight with his 500th career victory, and it was a shutout. It was a shutout in an important game for Flowers' career. That's a great thing to see. I was happy to see the Hawks play that well. After the victory, they went over to Fleury like they won the Stanley Cup and charged him, and it was awesome. It was a great way to see the Hawks go to Fleury, all excited for him, and he gets his 500th career victory wearing this jersey in his hometown of Montreal. That's awesome to say. It was a great game. It was a historic game as we got to witness the third goalie in NHL history to reach the 500 win marker in NHL history. The first one being Patrick Waugh, the second one being Martin Brodeur, and the third one being number 29, the Flower, Marc-Andre Fleury, for getting the 500 win marker. It was great to see. It was awesome, and your Chicago Blackhawks did it right in getting the Hawks this victory. It was a great victory. It was a great performance. They outplayed. They strength and moved the puck well. This was a good game by the Hawks. They now take this as one of those big momentum games and go into Toronto and take on the Leafs our next game Saturday night. Yes, Fleury, Fleury, Fleury. Yeah, that's awesome. How the Montreal faithful were chanting for an opponent in a historic moment like that. I have to give it to Montreal fans, and there were some Hawk fans there, yes, chanting Fleury at the end of the game for the fact this was a historic moment in NHL history. We got to witness the 500th career win of a future Hall of Fame goalie, Marc-Andre Fleury. So, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts were if you're watching this stream after I'm done with it in the comments down below. But from what I've been seeing from you guys, it's been a great one. I could tell you guys also enjoyed this moment that we witnessed for history. So, let me start reading some comments back. Hawthorne talking about the hit that occurred in our last game against the Rangers that knocked out Jujhar Khaira. Yeah, I feel bad for Khaira. I hope for him to have a speedy recovery. But, man, tonight was the game we have to just think about right now. I do feel bad for Jujhar. I hope he gets better soon. But let's talk about tonight's action. Andrew, I've been fine. The last couple of games I could not stream or do a review due to the fact I was not having my connection for streams and stuff were not in good shape. In the last game, I was too mad to really do anything. And yeah, we got to be glad for the captain finally getting on the board. It took him forever to do it. The last goal for Taves coming into this game was back in the playoff bubble in Edmonton when we were facing off against Marc-Andre Fleury and the Vegas Golden Knights. Wow. times do change. Yeah, I saw the Hawks Twitter is using Fleury as their profile. That's awesome. This game was just a great one to watch. It was a great one to witness. I wish I would have been there. I get it. I can't cross the border for watching the game because that's a little bit outrageous to just do that right now. But yeah, it was a great game to watch on TV, watching an original six matchup with a historic moment on the for tonight's game. Yeah, I did see the locker room celebration for Fleury by them drenching him in water bottles. That was why I was watching. That's why the stream started just a few minutes late because I was just they just tweeted it and I just wanted to see what that tweet was all for. So, guys, I want to say thank you for coming to the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks and congrats to Marc-Andre Fleury on his 500th win.